My greatest achievement in life involved a lot of pain, and this was the birth of my first child. My labor lasted a total of about 18 hours. It was a really complicated labor that led to an extremely painful C-section. What ended up happening was my epidural didn't work after they had gotten my son out. So there was a lot of pain involved with what comes after when they have to stitch you back up. And it was not a pleasant experience. Kind of felt as though my son was ripped away from me because due to laboring complications, he had to be sent to the NICU immediately to have an IV of antibiotics put in him. So they held him up, showed him to me, and said, okay, he's got to go. No, touching, talking to him, nothing like that. It was kind of a cold and cut experience. So at that moment, if I had wanted to go and see and hold my son, I had to be able to sit up on my own, get in a wheelchair, and get up to the NICU level to be able to see him. As much as the nurses kept telling me, take it easy, take your time, don't rush it, the one thing I had in my mind and the one goal I had was to go up and see my son for the first time and hold him and talk to him and tell him I was there and tell him everything was okay and try to be there for him, like any, first-time mom would want to be. Many people's greatest achievements in life do involve pains, not necessarily laboring pain, but pain of different sorts. If you find what motivates you in life, you can achieve almost anything. So for me, what motivated me was to be able to hold my son for the first time, to be able to talk to him. I fought every nurse that came in there and told me to sit down, don't try to get up really fast, eat, drink, take your time. I said, no, I want to get up to see my son, get me off pain meds, let me get up, let me get in this wheelchair, let me see him. And I did. I ended up getting up there within, I think it was about 6 hours after. I got in a wheelchair, my husband pushed me up there and I got to hold him for the first time, and that was the best moment of my life, was to be able to hold him and be there for him. And it just showed me how much, if you have a goal in mind and you're passionate about that goal, you can achieve almost anything. So for others, this goal may be winning a race or getting that new job that they've been trying to get. If there's passion behind your goal in mind, you can achieve anything.